Welcome to Daily Gossip. You will get daily Hollywood updates here. Remember to subscribe for the latest videos. In a world where the lines between wrestling promotions grow increasingly blurred, and fan allegiance shifts with every power bomb and promo, the arrival of a new star in WWE is always a headline-worthy event. But this wasn't just any debut. This was the glamorous, confident, and jaw-dropping WWE NXT debut of none other than Mariah May, the former AEW Women's Champion. Known for her beauty, strength, and undeniable star power, Mariah May's shocking transition to WWE's developmental brand NXT has turned the wrestling universe on its head. And today, we're diving deep into the dramatic, emotional, and career-defining move that has the entire internet buzzing. On June 3rd, 2025, WWE NXT fans were treated to what appeared to be just another chaotic women's brawl. That is, until the lights dimmed, a spotlight beamed down, and rising from an elevated platform stood Mariah May, dressed to perfection and radiating confidence. In a single moment, the crowd fell silent, their shock quickly transforming into thunderous applause. Holding a microphone, she spoke with precision and confidence. "Ladies, you can call me the next NXT Women's Champion, because the best women's division in the world just got a lot more glamorous." That single line marked the beginning of a new era, and what an era it promises to be. But before we look ahead, let's take a moment to understand who Mariah May really is and why her arrival in WWE is so monumental. Born in London in 1998, Mariah's love affair with wrestling began at a young age, initially working as a ring announcer in the British independent scene. Her early WWE tryout in 2019 ended in disappointment, yet rather than allow this setback to define her, Mariah doubled down on her training and soon emerged as a formidable wrestler in her own right. Her journey took her across the world, eventually landing her in Japan's elite wrestling promotion, Stardom. It was there that Mariah truly began to carve out her legacy, not just as a skilled wrestler, but as a magnetic personality capable of commanding the spotlight. She co-founded the all-female faction club Venus, becoming a major force in Stardom and winning the prestigious Goddess of Stardom tag team titles. Her blend of in-ring excellence and off-the-chart charisma earned her legions of fans across the globe. She wasn't just wrestling matches, she was creating moments. By late 2022, Mariah had captured the attention of AEW, where her journey continued on an even grander stage. Initially aligned with Toni Storm, one of AEW's biggest stars, Mariah quickly stepped out of the shadow of her mentor. Her defining moment came in 2024, during AEW's historic All-In event at London's Wembley Stadium. In front of over 80,000 roaring fans, she defeated Toni Storm to capture the AEW Women's World Championship. It was a full-circle moment for Mariah. The girl who once couldn't make it into WWE was now the face of a major wrestling promotion, holding its top women's title. Her 174-day reign as AEW Women's Champion wasn't just impressive. It was era-defining. She brought style, storytelling, and substance to the division, elevating the women's roster and proving that she was more than just a pretty face. When her profile mysteriously disappeared from AEW's website in May 2025, the rumors began swirling. Was she injured? Was she done with wrestling? Or was something bigger on the horizon? Few could have predicted what came next. Her debut in WWE NXT felt like the wrestling equivalent of a mic drop. It wasn't just her entrance that stole the show. It was the message she sent. Mariah May is here, and she's not playing second fiddle to anyone. WWE's women's division, particularly NXT's, has long been a proving ground for future stars. And now, with Mariah stepping onto that stage, the stakes have never been higher. Her announcement wasn't merely a declaration of intent, it was a warning shot to the entire roster. Already speculation has run wild about who Mariah might face in her first WWE feud. Will it be Jacy Jayne, the current NXT Women's Champion, whose no-nonsense approach to wrestling might clash perfectly with Mariah's showbiz flair? Or could it be a surprise matchup with rising stars like Sol Ruka or Zarya, who each represent a new generation of WWE talent? The possibilities are endless, and every one of them screams box office gold. But what makes Mariah's story even more compelling is her resilience. The wrestling world is brutal. It's filled with broken promises, physical tolls, and the constant pressure of reinvention. And yet, Mariah has managed to not only survive, but thrive. Her rejection from WWE in 2019 could have ended her career before it began. Instead, it lit a fire within her that's fueled an extraordinary rise through the ranks of professional wrestling. It's the kind of narrative fans love. A true underdog story wrapped in glam, grit, and gold. There's also the undeniable fact that Mariah May is a marketing dream for WWE. Her look, charisma, and international fan base make her the perfect candidate to lead the next wave of talent. And with WWE looking to further expand its global footprint, especially in markets like the UK and Japan, having someone like Mariah at the forefront is a strategic masterstroke. Reactions from fellow wrestlers and fans have only added fuel to the fire. WWE legend Natalya recently likened Mariah's journey to that of other greats who transitioned from the indie scene to WWE greatness. Fans on social media have dubbed her the glamorous game changer, a title that seems more accurate with each passing day. Forums and fan pages are ablaze with predictions, dream matches, and fantasy bookings. Simply put, Mariah May has become the most talked about woman in wrestling. So what's next for Mariah May? WWE is notoriously tight-lipped about its storylines, but all signs point to a major push. Whether she captures the NXT Women's Championship in the coming months or gets fast-tracked to the main roster, one thing is clear: Mariah's presence in WWE is going to shake up the landscape in a big way. We could even see a rekindling of old rivalries. Imagine Mariah facing off against Toni Storm once more, but this time on WWE soil. The emotional weight, the storytelling, the athleticism, it would be a match for the ages. Or perhaps a showdown with Charlotte Flair, the queen of WWE herself, in a battle of elegance, ego, and excellence. The dream matches practically write themselves. Of course, there will be challenges. WWE fans are fiercely loyal and have high expectations. Every promo, every match, every appearance will be scrutinized. But if there's one thing Mariah May has proven time and again, it's that she thrives under pressure. She has a knack for turning obstacles into opportunities and silencing doubters with every dazzling move she makes. In a wrestling world constantly evolving, where the only constant is change, Mariah May stands out as a beacon of adaptability and ambition. She's not just jumping brands, she's rewriting her legacy. And in doing so, she's setting the stage for a new era of women's wrestling, one where glamour meets grit and style meets substance. So buckle up, wrestling fans. The glamour has arrived in WWE, and things are about to get a whole lot more interesting. Whether you're a die-hard AEW supporter, a WWE loyalist, or someone who just loves a good underdog story, Mariah May's journey is one you won't want to miss. The lights are on, the stage is set, and the next chapter in her incredible story is only just beginning. Stay tuned to Daily Gossip for more updates, backstage insights, and dramatic turns from the world of wrestling and beyond. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because with stars like Mariah May on the rise, there's never been a better time to be a fan.